First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So friends, before watching this video, do not forget these three things. So the first one, the study planner. So don't forget to watch the first video, that is study planner video. So download the PDF file based upon the schedule. I will be posting the video and kindly write the next day the same topic as a test. Only then you will get a practice. So first watch that video and then come and watch this video. Second is the test series. So every time on this, based on the time schedule, right, what I have given on the study planner, we will update the test on aptitude and reasoning test package. Students, those who didn't buy the package, buy it this year because it is only 99 rupees. Use the coupon code and purchase the test. Inside the test package, you will have all the quantitative aptitude test, as well as there is a separate test for upcoming IBPS, RRB, PO as well as Clerk. And third important, our first quantitative aptitude book. So just type interested and send to this WhatsApp number. Most probably we will release my first aptitude book this year. So after releasing the book, we will notify you. Do not forget to purchase the book, which will be very, very important for this year and upcoming all the competitive exams. So friends, now let me move on to the special video for this year IBPS, RRB PO and RRB Clerk. So friends, now let me move on to the first video, that is on the topic ratio and proportion for this year IBPS, RRB PO and RRB Clerk. So here in this video I will be solving some of the important question for your exam, and remember that I am not going to teach you the basic level question. So if you don't know the basics, kindly go to my YouTube channel. I have posted a separate video on ratio proportion starting from lesson number 1. So these are the basics videos for your ratio proportion topic. So first learn the basics, be strong on the basics, and then come and watch this video, because here I am going to teach you the question level that are apt for your IBPS, RRB PO and RRB Clerk. So I am not at all going to teach you the basics. So kindly learn the basics first and then come and watch this video, right? And the important thing, do not forget to take the test tomorrow, as I have mentioned in the first of this video, right? Study plan and then test. So do not forget to take the test, so that you will get a practice, that medium level question you will get a practice with the time management. So do not forget to write the test tomorrow. So now let me move on to the questions on the topic ratio and proportion. Here is the first question. So in an examination of a bank, the number of passed candidates were 5 times the number of failed candidates. If there has been 40 less candidates appeared and 20 more candidates failed, then the ratio of passed to failed candidate is 3:1. Then find the total number of candidates failed initially. So after reading this question, I can able to understand one simple concept here. The question is based on passed and the failed candidate. So if it is passed and the failed candidates, we have to know 3 things. The total number of candidates appeared, and total number of passed candidates, and total number of failed candidates. So if we know all the 3 things, solving the question is easy. So here our target is to find the failed candidates. So the first thing what we need to find here is total candidate, passed candidate and failed candidate, and then we can find the ratio value. Understood or not, right? First understand the concept and think what we need to find, and then proceed to solve the question. So first you can able to see that the failed candidate was not given in the question, as well as what they are saying is the number of passed candidates was 5 times the failed candidates. They are comparing the passed candidates with the failed candidates. So what we can do here is, let's take the failed candidates as X. And what about the passed candidate will be 5x, right? 5 times, yes or no, right? The number of passed candidate was 5 times the failed candidates. So let's take the passed candidates as 5x and the failed candidates will be x. So now according to the question, you can able to see and we can easily find the total candidate also. Why? Because if failed is x and passed is 5x, then we can say the total candidates will be 5x plus x, which will be 6x. So 6x will be the total candidates, and the passed candidates and the failed candidates, every value we found out, right? So next thing, they have given some other points here. The next point is, if there are been 40 less candidate appeared. So what is the meaning of it? 40 less candidates appeared. So from the total candidate, now the 40 candidates less were appeared. So now we can say that appeared for the exams. From the total candidate, there were 40 less. So only I have subtracted here. What is the next point they are saying is, if there had been 40 less candidate appeared and 20 more candidates had failed. So now we already know that the failed candidate is X. So now according to the point, what they are saying is 20 more candidates are failed. So the failed candidates, those who appeared, will be X plus 20. So these are the failed candidates. So these are the total candidates appeared, 6 minus 40. What is the next point they are saying is the ratio of passed to failed candidates becomes 3:1. So the ratio of passed and the ratio of failed is 3:1. So now according to the question, we know what is the failed candidate, X plus 20. Whether we know what is the passed candidates? No. We know that passed candidate is 5X. So now according to the question, what they have said is the ratio of pass to fail candidate ratio is 3:1. So 3:1, failed candidate is 1 ratio. Passed candidate is 3 ratio, but we don't know how much student have passed in the exam. So how will you find it? So just see here, the total candidate who are appeared for the exams, just think how we can find the passed candidate. From the total, if you subtract the failed candidate, the resultant will be the passed candidate, right? So now according to the question, we already know that the total appeared and the total number of who have less candidate, from the total, this much of candidate are not appeared for the exams. So the total appeared will be 6X minus 40. Yes. So total minus of the failed candidates. So failed candidate is how much? X plus 20, right? So these are the total minus of the failed candidate. What about the resultant? Will be the passed candidate. So 6X minus X will be 5X. So minus 40 minus 20 will be minus 60. So 5X minus 60 out of total appeared. So this will be the passed candidate. So now we got all the datas. So now according to the question, the 3:1 ratio. So 3:1 ratio, what they have given is for passed and for the failed. We know failed is X plus 20. So passed, just now we found 5X minus 40. So 5X minus of 60 divided by X plus 20 is equals to 1 by 3:1 ratio. So 3/1. So now cross multiply it. So 5X minus 60 is equals to 3X plus 60. So 60 plus 60 will be 120. So this will be 5X minus of 3X will be 2X. So 2X is equals to 120. So X is equals to 60. So finally we got the value of X is equals to 60. So now just check what we need to find here. So now what we need to find is find the total number of candidate failed initially. So initially is this much of candidates who are failed. So answer for this question is 60. Right? So friends, understood or not? They are not talking about after how much students appeared and then how much students failed. They are just asking initially. Initially, we have assumed X is the total number of candidates who are failed. So friends, sorry. So now we found what is the total number of candidates who got failed in the examination. So friends, understood or not? So the question looks very simple. Sorry friends. So I hope the question looks very simple, but the thing is you have to understand the concept, right? So read the question carefully. So first always decide what we need to find here in the question. So we know the failed, we know the pass, and we know the total. But in the point what they are saying is, the second point is the important in the question. If there had been 40 less candidate appeared, actual appeared is 6X total. So now what they said is 40 candidates appeared less. That means the total now becomes 6X minus 40. And 20 more failed. Already we have fixed the failed candidate as X. But now what they are saying is 20 more candidates failed, X plus 20. So this is initial and this is the data what they have given in the question. So total minus failed candidate, resultant will be the passed candidate, which is new, right? So based upon this point, we found the ratio 3:1 is already given in the question. So we applied the ratio logic here in order to find the value of X. So now they are asking what is the total number of failed candidate initially. So total number of failed candidate initially is 60. So friends, understanding the question is important, right? So solving will be very easy. So first you have to read the question, what we need to find here, initially think about it and then solve the question. You will feel really easy, right? So this will be the answer for question number 1. Second question. So the total population of a town A is 2/5 of the total population of town B and the ratio of total population of town A and C is 4:7. If the total population of town A and C together is 150 more than that of town B, then find the total population of town C. So after reading this question, first thing what I strike in the mind is there are three towns A, B and C. So whether they have given what is the total population or not, but what we need to find here is we need to know what is the total population of town A, town B and town C. If I find all the three values, solving this question is easy. So first our target is always to find the total population of town A, town B and town C, and then based upon the question we can find all the remaining values. So now let me move on to the first point. So what they have said is the population of town A is 2/5 of the population of town B. So town A and town B, they are comparing some population. And second point, the ratio of total population of town A and C is 4:7. So they have given one ratio value, that is A:C, which is 4:7. So now we can easily take the total population of town A will be 4x. And the total population of town C will be 7x. Yes or no? Because the value what they have given is directly given in the question. So total population of town A will be 4x. Total population of town C will be 7x. So now the first point what they have mentioned is the total population of town A. So the total population of town A is 2/5 of the total population of town B. So now we already know what is town A population. Town A population is how much? 4x. So 4x is equals to 2/5 into town B total population. So once you cancel this, this becomes town B population will be 10x. So 10x is town B population. Town A population is 4x. Town C population is 7x. So now the first thing what I told you in the question is to find town A, town B, town C total population. Yes, we have found it. So town A, town C and town B. So now I think finding all the remaining value in the question will be easy. Why? Because they have given one point here. If the total population of town A and C is 150 more than that of town B, that means the difference between A and C and B will be 150. So what they have given in the question is A and C, difference of B is equals to 150. So friends, understood or not? Whether it's more or whether it is less, the meaning is the difference between what the data what they have given is 150, right? So if I have 10 rupees and you have 20 rupees, then what the question says is I have 10 rupees less than you. That means the difference between both the amount what we have is difference is 10. So similarly what they have given is the total population of town A and C together is 150 more than that of town B. That means the difference between A and C when compared to B is 150. So that's what I have written here. So we already know that A and C. A and C is how much? 7 plus 11. 7 plus 4 which is 11x. Difference of town B. So town B will be 10x is equals to 150. So x is equals to 150. So finally we got the value of x is equals to 150. So let's see what we need to find here in the question. So our target is to find what is the total population of town C. So town C total population. We already know that the total population of town C is 7x. And we know the value of x is equals to 150. So 1050. Yes. So 7 5s are 35, 3, 10. 1050. So 1050 is the total population of town C. So similarly, in case if they are asking what is the total population of town A or town B, just substitute the value of x. Right. So always remember that understanding the question takes time. Nowadays, the recent year bank exams, the level of the question is not at all easy. It's like medium level. So you have to practice this kind of question so that you can able to easily crack the exam. That's what I'm repeatedly saying it. Do not forget to take the test. That is most important here, right? So this will be the answer for question number 2. So third question. So the ratio of expenditure to savings of Rajesh is 2:1. And 25% of income of Nallu is equals to 40% of income of Rajesh. If the expenditure of Nallu is double the expenditure of Rajesh, then the savings of Nallu is what percentage the savings of Rajesh? So friends, after reading this question, I can able to understand one simple concept. There are two persons, one is Rajesh and Nallu. So we need to find what is the person Rajesh income and savings. Similarly, the Nallu income and savings, because our target is to find the savings of Nallu is what percentage the savings of Rajesh. So we need to find the savings of both the person. So if we find that, solving the question is easy. So now according to the question where the Rajesh salary was not given here, as well as the income of Nallu is also not given here. But the major person here is the Rajesh. Why? Because they have given the ratio of expenditure to the savings of Rajesh is 2:1. So for the person Rajesh, they have given expenditure as well as savings. So now what I can do is, I can fix the person Rajesh monthly income or salary, right? So which will be 100x. Let's fix like this. So the income of Rajesh will be 100x. So now according to the question, what they are saying is, now next let me find what is the income of Nallu. So 25% income of Nallu, right? So 25% the income of Nallu. We don't know what is the income of Nallu, but 25% of income of Nallu, which is equals to 40% the income of Rajesh. So friends, understood or not? This is the point what they have given in the question. Second point. So 25% of income of Nallu, which will be equal to 40% the income of Rajesh. So 40% income of Rajesh is equals to 20% income of Nallu. So by using this point, we can easily find what is the income of Nallu, right? So we can cancel percentage here. So similarly, we can cancel this 1 times. So this will be 4 times. So 4 4s are 160. So income of Nallu will be 160x. So income of Nallu is 160x and income of Rajesh will be 11x. So now we found the income of both the person. So next target, we need to find the savings. And here they have given one important point, expenditure. So everyone knows it. So income minus of expenditure is equals to savings. So now according to the question, the expenditure and the savings are in a ratio 2:1. That is for the person Rajesh. So now the finding expenditure is easy here. What is the expenditure for the person Rajesh? So his income is how much? 100x. And the expenditure ratio what they have given is 2 divided by total 3. Yes or no, right? So the expenditure and savings ratio what they have given is 2:1. And income of Rajesh is 100x. 100x into the expenditure 2 part, the total will be 3 part. So now once you cancel this 200x divided by 3, which is called as an expenditure. So expenditure of Rajesh. And what about the savings ratio? So savings ratio of Rajesh, what they have given is 2:1 ratio, and we know the savings is 1 part. So we can say that the savings of Rajesh will be 100x into 1 divided by 3. So which is 100x divided by 3. So 100x divided by 3 will be the savings of Rajesh, and expenditure of Rajesh will be 200 minus x, and the income of Rajesh will be 100x. So now Nallu income is 160x. What about the next point they have given in the question is, if the expenditure of the Nallu is double the expenditure of the Rajesh. So expenditure of Nallu is double the expenditure of Rajesh, and already we know that Rajesh expenditure is 200x divided by 3. So now according to the question, Nallu expenditure is twice, which means into 2. So Nallu expenditure will be 200 into 2, which is 400x divided by 3. So 400x divided by 3 will be the Nallu expenditure, and the Nallu income is 160x. So how will you find the savings of Nallu? Just now I have told you, right? Income minus of expenditure, resultant will be savings. So income is 160x minus of expenditure 400x divided by 3, resultant will be the savings of Nallu. So once you multiply the 0, 18, 1, 480, 480x minus 400x total divided by 3. So 80x divided by 3. So which will be the savings of Nallu. So now we found the savings of Nallu, which is 80x divided by 3, and we know the savings of Rajesh, which is 100x divided by 3. So now finding the answer is very simple, right? So because we need to find the savings of Nallu is what percentage savings of Rajesh, just x by y. So substitute and find the answer, right? So savings of Nallu will be 80x divided by 3 divided by, so Rajesh savings, which is 100x divided by 3 into 100. So we can cancel 3 and 3, x and x, 100 and 100. So answer will be 80%. So answer for this question, that is third question, which is 80%, right? So friends, solving the question is very simple. And for understanding, I've written all the things step by step. But in your exams, you should not write all the values like this. Just calculate in the mind. If the Rajesh total income is 100x, his expenditure ratio will be, just calculate in a mind, 100 into 2 divided by 3. So 200 by 3. And what about the savings? 100 into 1 divided by 3. 100 by 3. So directly try to write all the steps. Right? So don't write all these steps. It's an unnecessary thing. You can just calculate in the mind itself. Just to understand how I am solving this question, I am writing all these steps. While practicing, while writing the test, kindly do not write all these steps. It's completely time waste. Try to calculate some of the values in the mind. Only then you can able to solve the question a little bit faster, right? So answer for this question is 80%. Question number 4. So the income of Gokila is 25% less than the Sri, less than that of Sri, right? So and the expenditure of Gokila is 12.5% more than that of Sri. If the savings of Sri and the Gokila is 6,000 and 3,000 respectively, find the expenditure of the Gokila. So here it is similar to the previous question, right? But the concept is different because here they are talking about two persons. One is Gokila and second person is Sri. And both the person, they have given some values, that is, you see 25% less than, they have given an income. So first point, they are comparing both the person income. And the second point, they are comparing both the person expenditure as well as savings value is also given. We already know one simple logic, income minus of expenditure is equals to savings. So here, according to the question, all the values are directly given. Just see what they are saying is the income of Gokila. So let's fix Gokila and Sri, right? So the income, let's talk about the income ratio. So income ratio, what they are saying is income of Gokila is 25% less than Sri. So now what we can do is we can take 100 as Sri. What about Gokila? 25% less, which will be 75. So now we can say that the income ratio will be 3:4. Yes or no? Because 25% less. So 100 minus 25 resultant will be 75. So 75% will be the Gokila income and the Sri income will be 100. So after cancelling it, so now we got the ratio 3:4. So this will be the income ratio. So now let me move on to the second point, what they are talking about, the expenditure. So now according to the question, what is the expenditure they are talking about is 12.5% more than that of Sri, right? So now the expenditure ratio of Gokila and Sri, which is 12.5% more than Sri. So let's take Sri as 100. So what about Gokila? 100 plus 12.5, which is 112.5%, because that's the point they have given, 12.5% more. So once you cancel this, divide by 10, remove the decimal point, divide by 10, multiply by 10 here, this becomes 1000, this becomes 1125. So this will be 8 times and 9 times, right? So 9:8. So 9:8 will be the ratio of expenditure. And they have given the value of the savings, which is 6,000 and 3,000 respectively. Savings value is directly given, and just now I have told you income minus expenditure. So income, let's take the Gokila income as 3x. What about our expenditure, which is 9x? So income minus of expenditure, which is equals to savings. So savings value, what they have given in the question, which is 6,000. For the second person, Gokila is 6,000 and Sri will be 6,000, Gokila will be 3,000. So this will be Gokila, which is 3,000. So this will be the first point. And similarly, we can move on to the second point. Second point is Sri. So Sri income will be 4x. Sri expenditure will be 8y, which is equals to their savings. So savings will be 6,000. This will be point number 2. Now I hope everyone can solve this easily. Just multiply and try to cancel out any of the value. And our target is to find x and y. So now according to the question, find the expenditure of Gokila. So our target is to find the expenditure. That means we have to find the y value. Yes. So once you find the Y value, we can easily find what is the Gokila or the Sri expenditure. So now we have to cancel X. If we have to cancel X, just multiply the first equation by 4 and second equation by 3. So once you multiply the second equation by 4, which is 12x minus of 36y is equals to 12,000. So similarly, second equation by 3, so 12x minus 24y is equals to 18,000. Yes, now we can cancel it. So minus plus minus, cancel this. So now this becomes 36 and 24, which will be 12y. So minus of 12y is equals to 12,000 minus 18,000 will be minus of 6,000. So we can cancel this and this. So y will be 5,000. Yes. So now we got the value of y. So once we got the value of y, solving the question is easy. Why? Because our target is to find what is the value of the expenditure of Gokila. So Gokila expenditure is how much? 9y. So y is how much? 500. So once you multiply these two values, resultant will be the expenditure of Gokila. Right? So friends, I think I have taught you this lesson separately in ratio proportion, income minus expenditure. That is most important, right? So income minus expenditure is equals to savings. I have separately taught this concept because ratio proportion, this concept income and expenditure plays a major role. So do not forget to learn the basics of income expenditure. If in some question, for some person the income will not be given, so for that we have to assume it as 100x. So once you fix the income as 100x, solving the question is easy. Do not fix as 1000 or 500. So that becomes the calculation part will be more. So try to fix it as 100x and solve the question. Next question. So the ratio of total number of male and female in a company is 4:5. If 18 employees resigned from the company and 12 new male employees and 10 new female employees join the company, so that the ratio becomes 14:15. So find the initial number of employees in the company. So when just listen here, I think after reading this question, I can able to understand one concept. They are talking about the total number of employees in a company where male and female has been given 4:5. From the total where 18 employees resigned, 18 is they have given total. We don't know how much male and how much female. So, but total 18 employees left the company and then 12 men joined and then 10 new women joined, and the ratio becomes 14:15, right? And then by based upon this data, our target is to find what is the total number of employees in the company initially. That means the ratio value what they have given is 4:5. So 4x will be male and 5x will be female. Yes or no? Because they have given the direct value, male is to female ratio, which is 4:5. So now let's fix the male will be 4x. And what about the female? Female will be 5x. So now according to the question, where 18 employees resigned the company, right? So we don't know how much inside this 18, how much male and how much female. They have given total 18 employees resigned the company. So let's find out of this 18 how much female and how much male. So now what we can do here is, we already know that 4x will be the total number of employees, of male employees, right? So total number of male employees is 4x. Out of this 18 employees got resigned, right? And out of this 18, we don't know how much male and how much female. So let's find how much male here. So 4x is the total male minus of 18 into, so male will be 4, total will be 5. So friends, understood or not? So 4 will be male, 5 plus 4, 9 will be total. So now addition, how many new male employees joined the company? So 12 new male employees join the company. So divided by, similarly write for the female. So 5x will be the total number of female employees. So minus of 18 will be the total number of employees who resign the company. 18 into 5 by 9. We don't know, out of this total we have to find how many female. We know male and female is 4:5. So 5 divided by 9 into 18. Resultant will be, out of this 18, how many female employees resign the company. So now how many female employees newly joined? So total 10. So now because of this the ratio becomes 14:15. That is 14/15. So friends, understood or not? How I wrote in a single equation. If you write this, you can also find separately. If you feel like this is confusing part, you can able to find this separately. Out of this total 18, how many male and how many female? So 18 into 4 by 9. So 18 into 5 by 9, yes, you can calculate it separately, but make sure to calculate the values faster. So once you write it in a single step, solving will be very simple, right? We can cancel. This will be 2 times. So 4 into 2 will be 8. So minus of 8 plus 12 will be 4. You can write it on a single step itself, yes or no? So that's the reason I'm saying it's your wish completely, right? So this will be 9 into 2, 18. 5 into 2 will be 10. So minus 10 plus 10 will be 0. Resultant will be 5x is equals to 14 divided by 15. So we can cancel this also. 1 5s are 5, 5 3s are 15. So multiply this. So this will be 12x and this will be 12 is equals to 1. So 14x. So once you bring this 2x, x is equals to 6. So finally we got the answer, the value, that is x is equals to 6. So now according to the question, what we need to find here is find the initial number of employees in the company. That means the total employees. So initially we know the male will be 4x, female will be 5x. So 5x plus 4x is 9x. So 9x is the total number of employees initially, and we got x is equals to 6 here. So 9 6 are 54. So 54 is the total employees in the company, right? So this is the way we have to find the answer for this question. You can calculate the value separately, but make sure to write everything in a single step so that you can save the time in your exams. That's the reason I'm saying it's completely upon your wish. If you are speed and calculation, you can calculate separately also. But the concept is most important, why we are subtracting and why we are adding. That is most important here. Next question. So in a company, a ratio of male to female employee is 7:3, and the monthly salary of male employee is 60% of the total number of employees, and monthly salary of female employee is 90% of male employee. So if the total salary of male and female employee is 5 lakh, 52 lakh, 38,000, yes, 38,000, then find the number of employees in the company. So friends, our target, after reading this question, I can able to see it's based upon the employees, male and female employees, and our target is to find what is the total number of employees in the company. So they have given the salary of the employee. These are the data they have given. So friends, listen here. In the first point itself, they have given two value, male is to female ratio. Yes, see the ratio of male and female employee is 7:3. So they have given the value directly, that is male is to female is equals to 7:3. So let's easily we can assume that the male total number of male employees will be 7x and total number of female employees will be 3x. At last I will say you many students where usually they will make a mistake in this question. I will say you at the last, right? Because I've seen, okay, let's talk about that later on. So now according to the question, they have given the total number of male and total number of female ratio, which is 7:3. So we have assumed it as 7x and 3x. Next point. And the monthly salary of male employee is 60% of total number of employees. See, male employee salary. So male employee salary will be 60% of total number of employees, right? So we already know that 7x and 3x, so male and female. So 7x plus 3x will be 10x. So 10x will be the total number of employees. And 60% is the men's salary alone is 60% of total number of employees, right? So when you calculate 60% of 10, so we can cancel percentage and 20. So resultant will be 6x. So 6x will be the total number of salary of the person, men's, right? Male employee in a company. So now let me move on to the third point, female employees. So 90%, see, and the monthly salary of a female employee is 90% salary of a male employee. So 90% of male employee, right? So female salary is 90% of male employees. See, whether it's a male employee or male employee salary is salary of male employee. We found the salary of male employee is 6x. So multiply 6x here. Do not write 7x here. Why? Because usually students make a mistake at this point. They think the total number of male employees. No, they are not talking about the male employee. 90% salary of male employee. That is important here. So do not write 7x, write 6x. What we calculated in the previous iteration, right? So 90% of 6x. So 9 6 are 54. So 54 by 10, which is 5.4. So 5.4x. So 5.4x will be the salary of the female, and the male salary is 6x. So now according to the question, the total number of employee salary has been given something around 52 lakh something, right? How will you find it? We know the total number of male is how much? 7x. And we know the value 6x will be the salary of the male. So 7x plus 6x. So plus female. So total number of female is 3x. Into, and the salary of the female will be 5.4x. Is equals to some amount they have given here. Let me find this value initially, and then we can find out what is the value they have given at the last side. They about the 52 lakh 38,000. Just a moment. 52 lakh. Okay, so 52 lakh 38,000. 52 lakh 38,000. Whether it's 50, just a moment, I can check the question. Okay, 52 lakh. Okay, so let's find the answer. So 42x, right? So 42x square plus 4 3s are 12. Remainder will be 1, 15, 1, 16. So 16.2x square is equals to 52 lakh 38,000. Right? So once you add this 0.2, so 6 plus 8, 4 plus 1 will be 5. So 58.2x square is equals to 52 lakh 38,000. Okay, so again 582x square is equals to 52380000, right? What I did is I have just removed the decimal point here, divided by 10 and multiplied on the right hand side, add another 0. So now we need to cancel and we need to find the answer. Just listen carefully. Here the last number is 2, here the last number is 8. So the multiples of 2, which comes the last number 8 is 9. 9 into 2 is 18. So let's find whether we can multiply this by 9. So 9 into 2 will be 18, 1. So 73, 7. 9 5s are 45. So 45, 52. So we can say that this complete term, we can cancel it on 9. So x square is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So x is equals to 3, 1, 2 zeros. So finally, we found the value of x, which is 300. So once we find the value of x, finding all the remaining value will be simple. So according to the question, what is our target? We need to find the number of employees in the company. That means we need to find the total employees. So 7x and 3x will be 10x, which will be the total number of employee, and x we found, which is 300. So answer for this question is 3000. So 3000 will be the total number of employees in a company. Yes. So I have seen many students usually they fix a value in a different way. Usually I have seen students will be solving ratio and proportion question in a different way. For example, 2 questions back, I have fixed the total number of male as 100x, right? But some students, what they usually do is they fix it as 10x. And some students without x, they fix as 500, a random number. Kindly don't do that. Do not fix any random number. For example, instead of 7, you can fix it as 7x, but don't fix it as 700 and solve a question. So friends, understood or not? It is 7 multiple, it will be 3 multiple. That is the meaning of it, right? So male and female ratio will be 7:3. Whatever the number be, once you cancel it, it becomes 7:3. That's what a ratio actually value says. But while fixing male, take it as 7x. Right? But do not take it a random number as 700 and 300. Don't do it. I've seen many students, what they usually do, they take male as 700 and female as 300 and they try to start solving a question. At some point, you will struggle to find the answer. So kindly don't do it. Have some certain values. If they have given a value in terms of ratio, fix as it is. If the value was not given in the question, fix it as 100x and then solve a question. Right? In a percentage topic, we usually fix any, for example, monthly salary. In percentage topic, I'm saying quantitative aptitude, percentage topic. In that topic, mostly we fix 100% as the base value. In ratio proportion, try to fix it as 100x as a base value and then try to solve a question. Do not fix any random number. If you fix random number, you will get the answer. But at some point, you have to assume some cases inside the equation and then we have to solve it. So if you are brilliant on it, you can go with that method. Or else, better do not fix any random number. If they have given 7:3, take it as 7x and 3x. If they have given the ratio 4:1, take it as 4x and x. That's the right way you will solve the question so that you will get the answer correctly, right? So now answer for this question is 3000. Next question. So a man ordered 4 pair of black socks and some pair of brown socks. So the pair of black socks is double that of brown pair. While preparing the bill, the clerk interchanged the number of black and brown pair by the mistake, which is increased by 50%. So the ratio of number of black and a brown pair of socks is originally ordered was, right? So very important question. This concept, right, the concept that used to solve in this question, you can able to see more on some data interpretation. For solving tough level data I have seen a cookies based question which was asked in 2019 or 20, I don't know exactly, but it was on some exam. It was DI that was applied in the same logic, right? So there are 2 cookies, one is chocolate cookies and another is strawberry cookies. So what usually they do is they interchange the bill and then some value will be given. So we have to actually change the complete DA into a correct bill and then we have to solve a question. Similar concept, right? So first let's understand the simple logic here. What they are saying, a man ordered 4 pair of black socks. So totally there are 2 socks, one is a black and second is a brown, right? So now let's take what is the original amount and then we can say because of interchanging the bill, right, interchanging the socks bill, let's take what is the new bill that came, right? So now just listen carefully. A man ordered 4 pair of black socks. So he ordered 4 pair of black socks, right, and some pair of brown socks. So here the black socks value has been directly given, but brown socks value was not directly given. Let me take it as brown socks as X and the black socks will be 4. According to the question, the price of pair of black socks is double that of brown. So in case if the brown rupee is 1 rupee, for example, a pair of brown socks is 1 rupee, then black socks will be 2. Yes. So this will be the pair of socks and this will be the price. So now we can easily find the pair into price. So for example, if I purchase 4 pair, so each pair is 2 rupee. So 4 into 2 will be 8. But we don't know what about the brown, how many brown socks the person has bought. So X into 1 will be X. So what is this X plus 8? So X plus 8 will be actually the original bill. Yes or no? So this will be the original bill as to be generated. But because of a mistake, what the person has did is, while preparing the bill, the clerk interchanged the number of black and the brown socks, right? So now what we can do is, this is actually the original bill and now interchanged bill. That means a new bill, right? So here black is 4, brown is X. Because of interchanged, so the person will assume X as black and the 4 as brown. So now let me talk about the price. Price will not interchange. We knows the price. So for the black and brown, the price will be same. The price remains constant. Only thing is he interchanged the black and brown, right? Socks alone. So now let's multiply it. This will be 2x and this will be 4. So 2x plus 4 is what? New bill. Because of interchanging the black and the brown socks, the new bill will be 2x4. Old bill is what? X plus 8. So now because of interchanging, how much price has been increased? Increased by the bill which is 50%. Just see the new bill price, right, is just equals to 1.5 times the old bill. Yes or no? So means understood or not how I wrote this? 1.5 the old bill, because they have clearly mentioned that the new bill is equals to old bill. Compared to old bill, it is 50% more. That means 150%. So 150% of the old bill, which will be resultant to the new bill. So now we already know all the value. Substitute here and find out the answer. So 150, if it is 50% increase, 150 by 100. When you cancel it on 5 table, resultant will be 3 by 2. So multiply by 3 by 2 and find out the answer, right? So old bill 3 by 2. So which is 3 into 8 plus x. So this will be 2 times 2x plus 4. So 4x plus 8 is equals to 24 plus 3x. So we can cancel 4x and 3x will be x. So 24 minus 8. So 24 minus 8 will be 16. So finally we got the value of x is equals to 16. So now according to the question, our target is to find the ratio of number of black and a brown pair of stocks in in the original order. Original order means this is the original order, right? So now we know the black, what he ordered is 4. What about the brown socks? X we found out 16. So 4 and 16. So 4 and 16 will be the ratio. Once you cancel it, which will be 1:4. So 1:4 is the answer for this question. So friends, most important concept, right? The question concept that we applied here to solve the question, the concept is more important because a recent year in many data interpretation that is based on ratio proportion, like mistaken value has been taken, those kind of concept question we have to solve like this. So even if you don't know how to solve the question, or you are struggling, you are making mistake somewhere else while solving it, that is not at all a problem. That you will get after solving 5 or 10 question, automatically you will get that, you won't make a mistake. But if you don't know the concept, you can't able to solve the question. So try to understand the concept plus clear cut concept is important. Only then you can able to solve the tough level question like mains exams, right? So try to understand this concept, and if you are a separate note for, if you are preparing for this year exam, if you are a separate note, make sure to note out this question and this concept are more important for the exam, right? So answer for this question, the ratio, which is 1:4. Next question. So A, B and C are the partners of a company. So during a particular year, A received 1/3 of the profit, B received 1/4 of the profit, and C received the remaining 5,000. How much did A receive? So you can able to see these kind of questions more on prelims level exam, right? Like the share based question, even in partnership topic, you can able to see such a questions, right? So what they are saying is there are 3 partners, A, B and C in a business. So during a particular year, A receives 1/3 of the profit. Actually, the profit was not given. So let's assume it as X. So X will be the profit, right? Out of this profit, how much A receives? A receives 1/3 of the profit. So A is equals to X by 3. So similarly, the second person, B receives 1/4 of the profit. So B is equals to X by 4. And what about the person C? So person C receives rupees 5,000. Yes. And look at the word carefully before this 5,000. Remaining rupees 5,000, that is important here. If they have given directly like C receives 5,000, that is different, but here they have given C receives profit remaining 5,000. That means from the total, right, from the total, that is X total profit, X minus of A and minus of B, resultant is equal to C. Friends, understood this or not, right? Because from the total profit, where A is getting some profit, B is getting some profit, the remaining profit that was given to C, so that C amount is 5,000. So this amount will be equals to 5,000, right? So now let's solve this. X by 3 minus of X by 4 is equals to 5,000. So we can say 4 3s are 12. So 12x minus 4x minus 3x divided by 12 is equals to 5,000. So this will be 4 and 3 will be 7. So 3 5x. So 5x divided by 12 is equals to 5,000. So we can cancel it, which will be 1,000. 1,000 into 12 will be 12,000. So 12,000 is the value of X. That means the total profit. So total profit of the business, which is 12,000. So now according to the question, how much did A receives? So A how much did receive? Where X by 3. Already we got X is equals to 12k, which is 12,000. 12,000 divided by 3 will be 4,000. So similarly we can find for B as well as we can find for C. So all the 3% we can easily find out, right? So finding out is easy, right? But this concept, right, the concept you can able to see more on partnership as well as in many prelims exam based you can able to see this kind of question. So which is the answer for this question, right? So friends, here in this video I have solved many different concept question on the topic ratio and proportion. So do not forget to practice the test, right? In the same aptitude reasoning test package, I have given a test on ratio proportion, particularly for IBPS, RRB PO and RRB Clerk. So do not forget to take the test, right? And then once after releasing the book, I will notify you, and do not forget to buy the book also, which is more and more helpful for your upcoming exams. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. See you on the next video. Bye.